Welcome back to 242 Math. I am your host Raphael Thompson, and today we'll be doing another BJC papers, the 2015 BJC Maths Paper 1. That's right, and this paper is for 1 hour and it has 50 marks. So let's get ready to do paper 1 BJC 2015. Get your pen and paper ready. Here we go with the questions. Remember, we'll reveal the answers at the end. And number 1, you're adding. So do the addition quickly. Let's see what you end up with. This carries 1 mark. You're adding the 3 numbers there. Remember to show all working. That is important, because if you make a silly, simple error, you may still get marks awarded. So that is why you must show all working. You do it quickly. All of the papers would begin like this. You will have to add something. Got it? Okay, 1 mark for that. And we move on to 1B. You are subtracting. So go ahead, do the subtraction and do it quickly. Remember, if you have to rename, I need to see what you're doing. Don't work it somewhere else and put the answer. Work it right here on the paper and put your working right there on it. If you have to rename. Show me what you're doing. This carries 1 mark also. But again, it's very simple. Do it quickly. Waiting. Got it? Excellent. Now we move to question 2. Question 2A, you are multiplying. So go ahead, multiply this problem and see what you get. Put the answer there. Again, show all working, please. Multiply them by 5. It's too easy. Do it quickly and show all working. That's important. So you had to add, you had to subtract, now you're multiplying. So what are you going to do next, guys? Take a good guess. Yes, you're dividing. 2B. So go ahead, do the division quickly, and you can do it 2 ways. Do the short way or the long way, whatever you are comfortable with. Go ahead and do it. I just need to see all of the working. You have enough time to do it the long way if you want. The faster way is the short division. Go ahead, work it, put an answer. Got it? Good. Number 3. Give the value of the 9 in 8.392. Decimal number. They want to know the value of the 9. So go ahead, write the value of the 9 in that decimal number, 8.392. What is the value of the 9, guys? Don't get confused. They want the value. So just give the value and nothing else. Got it? Good. Number 4. Give the length of the line segment CB. How long is the line segment CB? And you give your answer in centimeters. So look at it and write an answer for CB. 1 mark. Okay, you should have gotten that by now, and we move on to number 5. Which of the letters below have no lines of symmetry? And I have no highlighted, no lines of symmetry. Look at the letters and see which letters have no lines of symmetry. 1 mark. That's simple and straightforward. You should know what symmetry is. And we move on to number 6a. Write the fraction that represents a value greater than 1. Write the fraction that represents a value greater than 1. Is it 1/7? Is it 2/3? Is it 16 over 16, 16/16? Or is it 8/7? Which one represents a value greater than 1? 1 mark. Remember, must be greater than 1. Okay, 6b. Write the missing value in each of the circles below. This is the first one. 5/9 is equal to something over 45. 1 mark. What's that number that you would put over 45? And then it would be equal to 5/9. Got it? Excellent. Move on to 6b. Next part of the question. Write the missing value in each of the circles below. This is the last part of that. And number 2 says 16 over 28 is equal to 4 over something. So what's that value that would go to the bottom of the 4 to make that fraction equal to 16 over 28? Do it quickly. Put an answer. Okay, you got it. And we move on to number 7. Rental cars cost $85 per day plus a non-refundable security deposit of $125. If Mr. Smith rents a car for 2 days, how much must he pay the rental car company? 2 big marks. Okay, I'll read it again. Rental cars cost $85 per day plus a non-refundable security deposit of $125. If Mr. Smith rents a car for 2 days, how much must he pay the rental car company? And number 8, determine the highest common factor or HCF of the following numbers. 32 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and 48 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And this question carries 2 marks. So they want you to find the highest common factor for 32 and 48. They've already done the factors for you guys. So let's see if you can get that done. Remember, you want the highest common factor. Got it? And we move on to number 9. Geometry. Find the value of x and look at the diagram, see if you can calculate what x should be. You have 36-degree angle in there, and then you have x. So they want you to find the value for x from that diagram, and that carries 2 big marks again. Do it quickly. Just have to do one calculation and you should be able to find x. Got it? Good. Number 10. Ray bought 7 comic books. If each book cost $8.40, how much money did he spend altogether? 2 big marks. I'll read it again. Ray bought 7 comic books. If each book cost $8.40, how much money did he spend altogether? Work it quickly. Come up with an answer. And you can earn yourself 2 big marks for this. Got it? And we move on to number 11. The digital clock shows 6:45. What time will the clock show in 20 minutes? The digital clock shows 6:45. What time will the clock show in 20 minutes? And this carries 3 big marks. So you got to get this right. Do it quickly. And we move on to number 12. Write as an ordinary number. So look at what they have there. 6 times 10 squared plus 3 times 10 to the power of 1. Work it out and give me an answer. And this carries 3 big marks again, guys. Do what you got to do. Get this done. Earn those 3 marks. And we move on to number 13. Evaluate square root of 19 plus 5 cubed. Evaluate, and they want you to find the square root of 19 plus 5 cubed. And again, 3 big marks. So don't get it wrong. Do it quickly. Okay, we move on to number 14A. Arrange the integers in order from least to greatest. From least to greatest. 8, -12, and 0. 1 mark. Arrange them in order from least to greatest. And you're going to get B coming up in a minute. And here we go, 14B. Find the difference between the greatest and least integer. Dealing with the same three integers, 8, -12, and 0. Find the difference between the greatest and least integer. 2 big marks, guys. You should know what you have to do. Find the difference. And we move on to number 15. Use the words from the box to identify the polygon shown. And the words in the box are hexagon, pentagon, triangle, trapezium, and square. Go to A, and behind it write what it is. Go to B, and behind it write what it is. And go to C, and behind it write what that shape is. Identify each polygon, and they give you the answers, guys, so you should not get any of these wrong. 3 big marks here that you can easily get. Use the answers: hexagon, pentagon, triangle, trapezium, and square. You should know these. And we move on to number 16. In a class of 30 students, 60% of them do not wear glasses. A, what percentage wear glasses? 1 big mark. Simple. Easy to do. Easy peasy. Here we go. In a class of 30 students, 60% of them do not wear glasses. What percentage wear glasses? What percentage of the students wear glasses? Okay, you can do mental math and work that, guys. It's that easy. And the second part, still dealing with a class 30 students, 60% of them do not wear glasses. How many students do not wear glasses? 60% of them do not wear glasses. So we want to know how many students do not wear glasses. Change that percentage to a number. In a class of 30 students, 60% of them do not wear glasses. How many students do not wear glasses? 2 big marks for that, guys. So work it quickly. You should be able to do percentage and put an answer. And that answer will show the number of students who do not wear glasses. We know the percentage. Got it? And we move on now to number 17. A, B, C, and you have for first part of this 17A, write a fraction to represent the shaded part in A and then in B. 1 is A, 2 is B. So you're just writing a fraction to represent the shaded part in A and in B. So look at A. What fraction of that is shaded? That shape is shaded. And look at B. And tell me the fraction of the shape that's shaded in B. Too easy. Got it? You finished? Yeah, I know you're finished. Just hold on. You're waiting on the rest of them to get through. Okay, you should have it by now. And then the next part, B. Find the sum represented by A plus B plus C. So you're adding the fractions. Find the sum represented by A plus B plus C. 2 big marks. And we move on to number 18A. Using a ruler, a pair of compasses, and a pencil, construct a 60-degree angle at B. Name the angle ABC. 3 big marks for this construction. So they already have the line drawn for you. You have to go to B. At B, construct an angle of 60 degrees. Construct it. You got to use your ruler, use your compass, and a pencil. That's what it means to construct. And then name it angle A, B, C. Remember, you're doing it at the point B. Got it? Second part, bisect angle A, B, C. 2 marks. So this whole question was 5 big marks, guys. You must know how to do constructions, and then you must know how to bisect. So they want you to bisect the angle after you have constructed that angle ABC. Bisect angle ABC. Please remember to show your marks, your arcs. I need to see them for the construction and for the bisection. If you're unsure of this, you need to find my video on constructions. That will help you. Got it? And we move on to number 19. Algebra. A. Simplify 7g plus 2g minus 5g. 1 mark. So just a simple algebraic expression that you have to simplify. And you will not get, you will get an expression as the answer. So go ahead, work at 7g plus 2g minus 5g. All of them are g's, so you should be able to work it and put an answer. One mark, so it's fairly simple. And we move on to 19b. If b is equal to 26, find the value of 6 times b over 2. 2 big marks. Remember, b is 26, so we want to know the value of 6 times b, or b over 2. 6 times b over 2. What is that equal to? Replace b with 26 and you would get your answer. Work it out, get an answer. If you're unsure of this, I also have a video on algebra that can help you. Number 19, still on 19, C. Solve for P, more algebra. 4P minus 8 is equal to 12. And 2 big marks for this. 4P minus 8 is equal to 12. So you have an equation and you have to solve it for P. Let's see if you can get this done and earn these 2 big marks. Solve for P. Go ahead, work it quickly, get it done. Okay, and we move on to the answers, the best part of the paper, the part you're waiting on, and we move on to number 1. When you add them up, you should get 10,308. Mark it. 1 mark. 10,308. You have to regroup. 8 and 4 is 12. And there's 5 and 3 is 8 to 10, and you have to regroup. Okay, we move on to B, where you have to subtract, and your answer is 3,791. 3791. Mark it. 1 mark. You have to rename. 4 take away 3 is 1. You then have to rename. You have to rename for 5 take away 6, and then it was straightforward from there. 2 big marks. I hope you got those. And we move on to number 2A. You had to multiply. I had to do a little renaming for this, but no big deal. 20,060. Answer. 20,060. 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, and you add the 1 makes 6. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 4s are 20. Straightforward. You multiply by 5. You should all know your 5 times tables. Got it? And we move on to 2B. You have to divide. So 6 into 9 is 1. Get remainder 3. 6 into 38, 6 into 36, remainder 2. 6 into 23, 3. Remainder 5. 6 into 56, 9. Remainder 2. 1639, remainder 2. Mark it. You got it right. And for some of them, you get remainders. And we move on to 3. Give the value of 9 and 8.392. The 9 is 9 hundredths or 9 over 100. Any way you write it, you're correct. So if you have 9 hundredths, mark it right in words. If you have 9 over 100, mark it correct. Any answer would suffice. Got it? And we move on to 4. Give the length of the line segment CB. Look on the ruler and you would see it's 1, 2, 3 and a half. 3.5 or 3.5 centimeters. Anyone would be okay. 3.5, mark it. If you have 3.5, mark it. Okay, that was straightforward. You just need to know how to read use the ruler. Both sides, decimal centimeters. Okay, move on number 5. Which of the letters below have no lines of symmetry? And only one letter. It's 1 mark, guys. So the marks would help you. If it's 1 mark, it's probably only 1 letter. And it's only 1, R. E has straight across, A has down, and D has across. So the only letter there with no line of symmetry is R. Got it? Excellent. That was easy. And we move on to 6A. Write the fraction that represents a value greater than 1. 1 over 7, it isn't greater than 1. 2/3 isn't greater than 1. 16 over 16 is 1. So that's not correct. And then 8 over 7, yeah, that's greater than 1. 7 into 8, 1 and 1/7. So 8 over 7. That's it. That's greater than 1. And we move on to 6B. Write the missing value in each of the circles below. And 5 over 9 is equal to something over 45. How do you get from 9 to 45 on the bottom? Multiply by 5. So multiply 5 by 5. You get 25. 25 is the answer, guys. Mark it. If you got that one correct, very good. And there's another part to this. And for this one, 6B2, 16 over 28 is 4 over something. How do you get from 16 to 4? Yeah, you divide by 4. So divide 28 by 4. You get 7. So the answer is 7. Give yourself a mark for that, guys. Here we go. Moving on to number 7, the rental car costs $85 per day. So how much must he pay the rental car company? He must pay for the 2 days. The 2 days is 2 times 85 is 170. Then he has to pay the deposit, which is non-refundable, 125. So it's $295 in total. 170 plus 125, guys. Hope you were able to do that and get those 2 marks. Yeah, you got it? Good. And we move on to number 8. Determine the HCF of the following numbers. So you have to look at it and see you want the most factors, the most of which that are common. So it'll be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, and then that would, the 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is common, so that works out to 16. So the HCF of 32 and 48 is 16, the highest common factor. Number 9, find the value of x. And it's a right angle. How do you know? There's a box. You see that box they have drawn in there. That tells you it's a right angle. Okay, Okay, once you know that, then is 90 take away 36, and that's 54 degrees. Straightforward. Yeah, that's geometry, guys, and it wasn't that hard. Once you know the box means 90 degrees. And we move on to number 10, Ray Board 7 comic books. How much did he spend altogether? 7 times 8, 40. That's $58.80. $58.80, guys. 2 big marks for that. Give yourself those 2 marks. You earned it. You got it right. And we're moving right on to number 11. Get your pen ready. If it's 6:45 in 20 minutes, it's 6:45 plus 20 minutes, you get 6:65, which is 7:05. You add 20 minutes to 6:45, you get 7:05, the new time. 3 big marks. You got it? Excellent work. It wasn't that hard, just added 20 minutes onto it. Number 12, write as an ordinary number. Now here you have to worry about BODMAS and then work out 10 squared first. So 10 squared is 10 times 10, that's 100. And then you can work out, well, 10 to the 1 is just 10. So you work out 10 times 10 is 100, and 3 times 10 is 30 first. And then you get 600 plus 30, 630. 3 big marks for that, guys. But you had to multiply first before you ended up adding. Excellent. Number 13, evaluate 19, square root of 19 plus 5 cubed. 5 cubed is 125. Add 19 to that, you get 144. And the square root of 144 is 12. Correct. 3 marks. So I'm showing you where the marks are located. For the answer, you get 1. For 5 cubed, you get 1. And for where you added it, you would get the 1 mark also. 3 marks in total. Number 14, arrange integers in order from least to greatest. Yeah, the lowest number there would be negative 12, and the highest, of course, is 8. 0 in the middle. So the lowest from least to greatest, negative 12, 0, and 8. 1 big mark. You might have gotten confused with the negative 12. The larger the negative number is, the smaller it is. And the next part of that, find the difference between the greatest and least integer. So the greatest is 8, and the lowest is negative 12. So it's 8 minus negative 12, and you get 8 plus 12, 20. Yeah, the difference, all you just count from 8 to negative 12 on a number line, and you would see you have to go 20 steps. So the answer is 20. 2 big marks. Give yourself those 2 big marks if you got it correct. Number 15, match up the correct name for the polygon. The first one is a trapezium, mark it. The second one is a pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and the last one is a square. All of the sides are equal, so it's a square. Give yourself 3 marks for that, guys. That was easy, wasn't too hard. Once you know, the pentagon probably was the hardest one to identify. Number 16, in a class 30 students, 6% of them do not wear glasses. What percentage wear glasses? If 60% do not, then 40% would wear glasses. So it's 100 minus 60 is 40. Straightforward and simple. 1 mark for that. Once you understand percentages. And the next part, B. How many students do not wear glasses? And they give you the answer. 60% of them do not. 60% of 30 do not wear glasses. So it's 60 to 100 times 30. You get 1,800 over 100 is equal to 18 students. 18 of them do not wear glasses. That's what 6% of 30 is 18. Okay, so that's how you work it, guys. Earn yourself 2 big marks. And we move on to number 17. Write a fraction to represent a shaded part in A. A is 2/8, and you can reduce that to 1/4, 1 mark. Once you have 2/8, mark it. It's correct. They didn't say reduce it. And B, 3/8. Yep, you don't have to reduce that. That's already simplified. So 2/8 and 3/8. Okay, that was a straightforward and easy. B, find the sum represented by a plus b plus c. Now, this is where you have to add the three fractions. So add 2 over 8 plus 3 over 8 plus 8 over 8. Yeah, that last one is 8 over 8. 8 of them are shaded. So when you add that, you get 5 eighths plus 1. 8 over 8 is 1. So that's 1 and 5 eighths. 1 and 5 eighths. 2 big marks for that, guys. And we move on to number 18. You have to construct a 60-degree angle. So I needed to see those arcs drawn, and then your 60-degree angle at B. You need to construct it at B. So 1 mark, 2 marks for the arcs, and then 1 mark for the label 60 degrees. Show me a 60 degree. And then you had to name it A, B, C. Okay, and then the next part, you had to bisect angle ABC. So I need to see those arcs again. 2 marks for this. Once you label it and then you show me the arcs, you get the 2 marks to show the bisection when you bisect angle ABC. So the whole question was 5 marks, and you can't lose those marks. Okay, number 19, algebra simplify. 7g plus 2g minus 5g. Add 7 and 2, you get 9g minus 5g. 4g. Yes, simple and straightforward, just like that. Your answer would be in G. 4g. 1 mark. Mark it. And we move on to 19b. If b is 26, find the value of 6 times b over 2. So put b over 2, that'll be 26 over 2. So 6 times 26 over 2 is equal to 156 over 2, which is equal to 78. Now you could have divided the 26 by 2 to get 13. 13 times 6 should give you the same answer. 178 would be the final answer. Okay, and then 19, solve for p. 4p minus 8 is 12. So 4p is 12 plus 8. 4p is 20. P is 20 divided by 4, 5. Yes. 2 marks for that, guys, if you got it. The answer is 20 divided by 4, which is 5. So 2 steps to that, 1 mark for each step. And that's the end of that. Put a score out of 50 for me, guys, and put your name to it. Give me your scores, and then I can highlight you for paper 2 is coming up, 2015, which is a bit harder than paper 1, but I am sure you can manage. Okay, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you've enjoyed. Please share me out, and we will see you in the next one. That's a wrap.